Hello and welcome to yet another episode of BUAtv. As usual, I am your host, Ntswaki, and with me is the always enchanting colleague, Constant van Graan.
Laat jy my nou sommer bloos hier so Ntswaki. Nietemin het ons vandag vir jou nie 'n volgelade program hier by BUAtv nie.
That we do, Constant. But before we start, thank you so much for all the feedback we have received since our last episode. Please know that no comment goes unread and each and every one is greatly appreciated.
Inderdaad. En net om dankie te sê, gaan ons jou vandag op 'n behoorlike reis neem. Van lowergroen sportvelde tot die Capital Empire Hotel in die hartjie van Sandton.
We will introduce to you a very glamorous and globe-trotting personality and also show you why our shared heritage is one to be very proud of.
Maar waar om te begin?
Why not with that makes us most unique?
Goeie plan. 11 amptelike landstale versprei oor 9 pragtige provinsies. Soveel eie soortige danse, tog juig ons almal saam. Soveel eie soortige maniere, tog kuier ons heerlik saam. Soveel verskillende geskiedenisse en tog loop ons almal saam vorentoe. Nêrens word dit beter uitgebeeld as by die jaarlikse Kultuurdag op die kampus in Vanderbijlpark nie.
We now cross over to Thandi, who took part in this very special event.
Hello, my name is Thandi Shoshana, and today we are here at the Vanderbijlpark campus where we will see what it means for the Culture Day to be a special event. What would you say is the importance of Culture Day?
It's the diversity within the culture and the different things that you learn, and you learn to respect other people for who they are, and you learn from them. Culture is beautiful, that's what I can say.
I believe Culture Day is important because you get to know who you are, you get to know your roots, you get to know where you come from, and once you know where you come from, you know where you're going.
Culture brings us together. As students, it's important for us to learn other people's culture, and this festival has given us the opportunity to do exactly that.
With me now is nwu-pukke. Hi Letiwe, and thank you very much for joining us here on BUAtv. Please tell us a little bit about what Culture Day is about.
The Cultural Day is all about embracing the cultures that we have in South Africa and as well as the cultures that we have on campus. But this time around, this year, we opted to focus on South African cultures because we are aware that we've got international students, so we want them to feel the South African cultures as to how we celebrate them.
How long has the Cultural Day event been taking place?
Cultural Day started 2010, and till to date, I have to say we're growing every single year.
Now, every year the Culture Day has a theme. Can you tell us a little bit about this year's theme and why it was chosen?
This year's theme is the best of my culture, and of course, it was chosen by the students for the students.
And lastly, how do you hope to see this event grow in the future?
In the near future, I'm hoping that Cultural Day can actually be an event that will be run institutionally, where you find it's not just based in the Vaal campus, but where you find all 3 campuses, they're exactly embracing the Cultural Day. Whether one particular year it's in the Vaal and the following year goes to Mahikeng or Port, whatever the case may be, but just to have it as an institution will be awesome.
It is by celebrating our differences that we truly get to appreciate what it means that makes us as South Africans unique. See you again next year.
Thank you, Thandi. Ours is indeed a very special one, not only limited to our shores. South Africans are shaping the world in more ways than one can imagine. For instance, the country has produced 10 Nobel Prize winners amongst many other wonderful achievements.
Speaking of South Africans who are waving our banner on the international stage, it's time to meet an exceptional young woman.
History knows Eleanor Roosevelt as much more than merely just the wife of the American president, Franklin D. Roosevelt, and it's quite a feat to not live in the shadow of that remarkable man. She was a force of nature and a force for good, who believed that the future belonged to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams.
Demi-Leigh Nel-Peters lives this motto every day.
Rashad interviewed the Northwes-University's very own Miss South Africa, who is also a contender of the Miss Universe crown in November. Over to you, Rashad.
Dit was nie die ander dag toe sy gestap het as 'n student van die NWU hier op die Potchefstroom kampus as een van ons eie. In March this year, she was crowned as Miss South Africa 2017. Today we're catching up with MWU alumna Demi-Leigh Nel-Peters.
The winner of Miss South Africa 2017, Demi-Leigh!
Very warm welcome to BUAtv. It's great to have you with us today. Let's start off with your childhood. We heard that it's always been your dream to be where you are today. You've watched every imaginable beauty pageant. What is it like to finally have your dream come true?
Well, thank you first of all for having me here. It is such an honor to be back with my alma mater at the NWU. As I grew older, I soon realized that a beauty pageant such as Miss South Africa is so much more. And I personally experienced the power that the Miss South Africa platform has. And I know how previous Miss South Africas have inspired me. And to actually make a meaningful change and impact in my society. And that is one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to become Miss South Africa. If I could be that same inspiration that all of them were to me, it would be a dream come true.
Jy het onlangs die hitsmerk Unbreakable veldtog in Suid-Afrika geloods met die oog om vroue in die land te bemagtig en in te lig. Vertel ons 'n bietjie meer van hierdie veldtog en wat jy daardeur wil bereik.
So excited about it. It is going so well. So far it's been a great success. So yes, I launched #Unbreakable campaign. I realized that there's such a big need for this, especially in South Africa. Crime is a reality whether we like it or not. And it is a hard subject, especially for Miss South Africa to take on. But there's such a big need for it. And so far it's going really well. So we're empowering women with the necessary skills and knowledge on how to handle difficult situations like that.
In the future, how do you hope to stay part of and contribute to the greater NWU community?
It's kind of like you can spot someone that studied at NWU a mile away. It's kind of like you're all just attracted to each other. So I hope to always stay involved with NWU and to promote the campus. This campus played such a fundamental part in my life and informing who I am today. And if there's any matriculant that wants to go to any university, I will always refer them to NWU.
Jy weet Nswaki, as ek nie die helfte van die goed moet doen wat sy elke dag doen, sal ek gedaan wees. Wat van 'n mens se vrye tyd? Ek weet nie van jou nie, maar my gunsteling stokperdjie is om musiek te maak en bietjie te skryf.
Interesting. Well, just like any other girl, I just prefer shopping.
The global pastime, however, is football.
Football, or soccer to some, is the world's most popular sport. It is played by more than 250 million people in more than 200 countries, making it the unofficial global pastime. Today we are at the Sokkerinstituut at our campus in Mahikeng, where we will be talking to Vuyo Sambu, manager of the Sokkerinstituut. Vuyo has been part of the institute since its inception in 2007, where he featured as a player whilst completing his studies.
What would you say are the secrets to the Sokkerinstituut's success?
It's hard work. You come up with a plan, a proper plan, have a 5-year plan, a short-term plan, even an immediate plan, and then you need to be strict on your plan.
Can you quickly tell us about the achievements that the Sokkerinstituut has and some of the players that you guys have sent out to the nation?
The team has obviously won different championships. Your USA Championship in 2009 and also in 2010, back-to-back. And as well as individuals whom we produce from the team, the players that go off to other PSL teams across the country. Thabo Rakgale, BUAtv, Lovolo Tumpeta, Thabo Mnyamane at Supersport. That, to us, it is an achievement that we at least are at the right track, producing good players.
Some of the values that I've learned is discipline. I've learned to play a specific brand of football, like being part of a family, of something bigger.
To wake up every morning, to know that we have training today, to spend time with your teammates, to go to class and study as well. It's really a privilege to be here.
I think the most important values that I've learned from here is discipline, mostly, hard work, to love your own, like we here are a family.
It is a Scottish football player and manager who famously said, "Some people believe football is a matter of life and death." I'm very disappointed with that attitude. I can assure you, it is much, much more important than that. For all our BUAtv viewers, you be the judge of that.
When I think of football, the first image that pops up is the Piwe Tsabalala's immaculate opening goal against Mexico in the 2010 World Cup.
Well, I don't think any one of us will forget about that anytime soon.
Jy weet Nswaki, ek wonder altyd, Wat maak 'n mens onvergeetlik? Is dit deernis, deursettingsvermoë of menslikheid? Miskien ook welwillendheid.
Well, maybe it's about leaving a footprint like none before. Accomplishments not to only emulate, but to build upon.
Well, if that's the case, then the Alumni Awards held on the 6th of October in Sandton is a perfect way of honoring the past and paving a prosperous future.
It was a night of glitz and glamour, heaps of nostalgia and more optimism about the future of the NWU than you can wave a stick at.
A warm welcome this evening to Northwest-University Alumni Awards for 2017. I say we started with a round of applause.
Di-award tsa ba alumni ba University ya Bokone Bophirima nako yohle ke nngwe ya dintlhakgolo mo ngwageng, mme ya 2017 e bontshitse se gape. Morena Heinrich Kriel le Mej Suid-Afrika Demi Nell Peters ba ile ba tlotliwa ka dikabelo tse di mo University ya Bokone Bophirima. Bafenyi ba dikabelo tsa ba alumni e ne e le Ngaka Fritz Kok.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thamsan Wamanzi.
I'd like to say thanks to
Mo Professor Koos van Roy. Mo Professor Kobus Pina.
Een bijzondere universiteit met een bijzondere karakter.
Ngaka Sejako Senatle. Mo Professor Rudy van Elder.
3 campuses, universities merging.
Ngaka Elsje Jordan. Le Daniela van Heerden. Kabelo ya tlotlo e ile ya diriwa lekgetlo la boraro mo historing ya di-award fa go abelwa kabelo ya award ya phitlhelelo ya bophelo ya University ya Bokone Bophirima. Award e ne ya fiwa morekotoro wa pele wa kampus ya Potchefstroom yo e ne e leng mo Professor Vanderbijlpark. Mo Professor Vanderbijlpark ka ntlha ya bolwetse a ne a sa kgone go tsena kopano, mme molaetsa wa gagwe wa video
Bobby, can you see?
o ile wa nna nakwana ya magic mo lenaneong la bosigo jwa di-award. Tshepisho Sibela, BUAtv.
What a remarkable group of people. Our Vice-Chancellor, Professor Dan Khwadi, couldn't have said it any better when he said the pillars of the NWU are built upon the foundation laid by our alumni.
Daarmee dan fluit ons storie is amper uit. Ons hoop jy het dit net so geniet soos ons om ingeskakel te wees by BUAtv.
Thank you so much for joining us, and please be sure to catch us again next time.
Please comment below with any suggestions and let us know what your thoughts and feelings are about BUAtv.
Until next time, be involved,
Be informed,
be innovative. Ciao.
Mooi bly.